Hey, how you doing? How's everyone going? All right, let's do it. Okay, Puzzle Rush. Let's see, Puzzle Battles. Let's do it. Survival. Okay, Dokie. Mate. That's checkmate. Check. Oops, we're in check. King up. King takes. King up. Oh, check. Checkmate. That wins a rook. Check with the rook. Rook check. Rook takes rook. Check. King moves and then checkmate. So let's do it. Check. And then checkmate. Okay. First of all, you have to check. Push the pawn. And then you win a rook. You check. Takes the bishop. And then you take the knight. And you're up a whole minor piece. Okay, you play bishop takes. Bishop intercepts. Oh, wow, okay. Let's see, what did I do wrong there? Ah, okay. Then we'll, hey, how you doing? Good, not much, having fun. Having some tactical fun. Oh, yes. I am. Yeah. It's always good, with, the turkey's always good, and then the pumpkin pie and stuff. Yep, you gotta love that. Oops, I gotta go to, oops, wrong one. Sometimes I click the wrong stuff, but yeah, that's always yummy. And then family, that's what it's about, too. So, and I have to always remember, too, that it's a gift that the Lord's given us to have family and the blessing of Thanksgiving. Oops, come on. There we go. Yay, we're doing it. Hip hip hooray. Sometimes my mouse glitches, so I have to always. You got to be careful when you're moving pieces if you have a little glitch or a hiccup in the internet. Yeah, so I got to be really careful with that. Let me see here. How do we? Let me see. Oh, silly me! I just take the bishop. That's funny, and that wins a piece. This takes, and if queen takes, you pick up a rook over in the corner. So you get to win a rook. So are you also excited for Thanksgiving as well? I mean, that's what I should say. That's cool. Okay, that's checkmate. Sweet. That's a mate 1. Let's see here. Ah, another mate 1. Gotta love that. Let me see. Ooh, we can win a queen for a rook and a bishop. Gotta love that. Oh, I get a knight and for a bishop I get a queen and a knight. Gotta love that. That's a good trade too. Or bishop and a rook for a queen and a knight. That's a good trade. Had to do remember the right captures. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna have to take here, and then king takes. Let's see, can he catch us? Nope. One shy. Too late. One move too shy. He's out of the box. How you can always measure to see if this is right is when you push, you measure the box. And like, oops, actually, let me see. Let me see, it would be 3. Let me see. Okay, if we take here, it takes there, there. It's here, here, and here, and there's no way that they can get in, and that's how you can always find out where the box is. You take where your pawn is, and like this, you take where your pawn is. And because when the queen takes, the king takes. This is just some endgame fun from Jeremy Silman's Endgame Mastery course, the course that Jeremy Silman has from his endgame. When you play here, this is actually the box that the king wants to get into, and of course he cannot because he's always he's outside the box. But if it was white to move after takes and white got a second move, then they'd be able to enter into the box. But in this scenario, nope. Oh, now we got to bring our king up to f7 to stop the pawn from queening. Let's see here. Okay, we actually can play queen g5, check, and the rook's pinned here. So the king has to move, so when we take with the rook, we actually have a queen that's guarding this point. Watch, I'll show you. What'll happen is the queen's guarding d8, and the rook will win, so when the queen checks on h8, we just bring the rook right back down to block. These are they're fun. You should always ask yourself, I remember what Jeremy Silman and a lot of I know he's an international master, grandmasters as well say that, and my grandmaster teacher told me that you should be able to, with every move that you play, explain why you move that move. And if you can do that, then that's like getting a plan and executing your plan. And otherwise, it's I think it was who was the gentleman? Oh, I think it was Dan Height. No, what is it? I'm trying to remember who it was. But there was one national master that also said that if you don't have I found this really good chess puzzle mobile app that. Oh wow, I'll have to take a look at that. I'll copy that and take a look at it. That's interesting. I'm always in up for good puzzles. Hey, how you doing? Okay, check, and then checkmate. There we go. Yeah, the cool thing that I gotta say that chess.com's doing is they have a tournament for Puzzle Rush. I thought that was pretty neat that they have that for a world championship type of thing. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay, we take there. We tack these two pieces. Um, Trying to figure out. I think that I was just looking to see if he couldn't play Queen D6, but I doubt that they can do that. Oh, I see why. Because then we actually come back and grab the bishop. That makes sense. That's why this works. You can actually come back and grab it with the knight. Yeah. You gotta always ask your is it the most forcing move, and if your opponent plays the best optimum move, do you have yeah. Oh yeah. Ray Robinson, you gotta like that. His name is I think Spicy Caterpillar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, he got the most that puzzles that I've seen. It's like over 100 plus in survivalists, I believe. It was like, ew, that's crazy. That's like getting into the almost 4,000 level puzzles. I agree with you on that. I do gotta say, Hikaru Nakamura, when he gets into a rhythm on it's either the 5 or the 3 minute puzzles, he can get up to over 50. So I like doing the longer ones because I learn a lot more from. Oh, gotcha. Oh, so you have the same. Wow. But if you think about it, the puzzles are pattern orientated, so there's only really a certain amount of uh, tactics, and they just make them deeper to be able to implement. Like they add a subtle move here rather than a forcing move. The subtle move leads to a forcing line of a fork pin double S. Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking that was pretty cool. It's going to be interesting to see how the if Ray or Fabi or Hikaru, or if MVL and some of those players, how they do in the World Chess Puzzle Rush, how they do, who actually takes number one. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to who is the quickest with mouse clicks too. If you have a more sensitive or quicker internet, I think it's going to come down to that as well. Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting. You got to say, I'm excited to see who wins. Let's see here. Knight c6. Oh boy. No, that doesn't work because rook just takes at that point. Oh, I like it. Knight d. I believe it's knight d7. That looks right. because then now you're forking these two pieces and also protecting this pawn at the same time. So you're doing doing three things. And then this rook protects, so the rook would actually have to sack itself to survive. So let's give that a go. Yep, there we go. And it did have to. Wow. That player must have a lot of photographic memory for that. Yeah, my grandmaster teacher always told me that the best thing to do is you can know a lot of puzzles, but if you have to understand why the puzzle is played and what the moves actually represent. So, and I'm sure that the gentleman who is the player on there, um, Casper, probably understands all the puzzle lines, why they are what they are, and the kind of thought pattern behind them. Let's see here. Uh, Let's see here. Boy, I don't know if that's the best move. Oh, okay. Um, Oh, I got it. If that, then queen e2, we have knight e, yep. Yeah. Bishop b4, queen d2, and then knight e, yep. And that wins. Gotta always, as I like to say, take it out all the way as far as you can. Even if the puzzle line doesn't go all the way out that far, try to take it as far as you can, just in case the puzzle does go the distance, as I like to call it. Let's see, there's a fork here. Would that win material? Let's see, queen takes. Yeah, I guess that does win material, doesn't it? Well, there is knight there, but then we can actually take here, and after knight takes, we could plop a knight right in on d5. Yeah, I'm going to go b5 there. Yep, let's pick up a knight. Thank you very much. Ooh, nice. f6. I was just worried about that he has knight f5 knocking, trapping our rook, the knight, but I think our rook can actually slam down and take the knight, and then g takes f5, knight takes. I think we would be up a pawn in that, and in the middle game, I think it was, I'm trying to remember if it was Grandmaster Simon Williams that said that a rook, no, two minor pieces in a middle game, I believe, is actually stronger than a rook in a middle game. I believe he said that. It may be another grandmaster that I listened to. It may be Var Akobian. Maybe it was Var. I listen to a lot of the grandmasters on YouTube, the chess, and they talk about how certain piece combinations are more effective in the middle game than the end game. Yeah. At certain points, they some of the grandmasters said that, and I was like, that's interesting. I never thought of it that way. When you look at also, I think it was Andrew Solstice that said positional play in the middle game is kind of a vital thing too that you have to look into. Always be good positionally as a player. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's see. Queen C6. No, that would that work? No, that wouldn't work. Boy, this. I think this is a newer one. I don't remember this one. No, I have not heard of that one. That is interesting. I usually I stay with like Ginger GM, his channel, and then I also do St. Louis Chess Club. They have some good um, YouTube channels that they host some really good grandmaster players. I have not heard of that channel. I'll have to look into that one to see. Because if it's an endgame course, I like the endgame. I know the endgame is kind of very. There's a lot. There's only a few kind of patterns that are in the endgame, but I just think the endgame is one area that's the least taught for up and coming players, and there's a they say that a lot of games are won in the end game at a certain level. It's I think I remember, forgot which grandmaster said that I think it's around 2000 plus that the game stopped being won. Oh, it's good channel for opening theory. Okay, gotcha. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, they at a certain level of play, there's it goes more towards end game where it's won in the end game. I believe it's like 2000 plus. Let me see. Man, I don't know why this one. Yeah. I like his style of he's an attacker. He's a really strong attacker. Like Gary Kasparov was an attacker, and if you like positional players, you'd probably like Karpov. Yazir Sarawan is positional player. I forgot who's another one that's positional playing. I think it was Boris Spassky that was a positional player as well. But Bobby Fischer was also like an attacker. So if you like attackers, also Tall is a really good tactician. If you like a grandmaster that's really good at tactics, you would probably want to research some of Emmanuel Tall's games, and also the original brute force player that but there wasn't a world champion title was actually Paul Morphy. Paul Morphy was, yeah. Oh, he was. I heard. I thought I. Oh, Fisher was okay. Because I remember somebody saying that Boris was more of a positional player. I might have interpreted that wrong. But I know Karpov was a positional master. He knew how to he could build up, and without you even knowing it, he would just squeeze you, and you'd be toast before you knew it. Your position, you didn't have any air in your position, and you basically just imploded as I like to say the position. But let me see, what am I missing here? I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to see if there's a check I want to make sure this check works. Yeah. Let's see, because we have this here. We play there, he plays here. Bummer. This is not looking too good for us. I really don't see anything more forcing than that move. I think that is that, but I'm trying to, yeah. Oh, yeah, silly me. We can just take. Wait a second. Do we take with the queen or the rook? I think we take with the rook. Rook takes d5, yeah. Queen takes is wrong. Because you don't want to trade off if you don't have to. Okay, queen takes d4, queen takes d4, knight takes d4. Let's just take, that's a straightforward one. That's like right there. You can't miss that one right there. Okay. Having a little too much fun. What's the, there's a 3-year-old? Oh. Wow. No, I haven't. Cool. Well then, if he's playing chess at that age and he's really good, the kid or the 3-year-old, that 3-year-old might be the next the youngest grandmaster and maybe surpass Kiriakin, but I'm not sure. It all depends if the young child, young prodigy, um, dedicates himself to going for that. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Let me see here. Ah, bishop takes. Yeah. Bishop takes c3. That wins on the spot. That wins a rook at least. An exchange. Oh, excuse me. Let's see here. Yeah, bishop f1. Then we have, let's see, rook h3, king g1. That can't be. Yeah, I think that's right. Knight f3. Bishop takes. Yeah, that wins a queen. That's right. Yeah. I'm thinking a2, rook h8, bishop h5, rook g8 check, and then king f7. king takes h6. And then if the knight tries to get there, we can actually pin it and promote. Okay, dokie. Let's see here. What is the puzzle asking us today to do? I got it. Bishop takes e4. Queen takes e4. Bishop g5. King g1, and then queen takes g7. There you go. Yeah, bishop g6, if king f8, queen h8, king e7, and then queen takes check, and I believe that would be mate. That I've seen this one before, and that should be, well, it's not mate because he does have a flight square, but we are up in exchange, so let's see here. Yeah, queen d2 looks pretty forcing because you're checking and then you have three. There's only two defenders and three attackers. Yeah, you can actually take here now. Queen takes. Because it looks like the other rook's defending, but it's actually not defending. Because after you check, you take the rook, and so it goes down to actually two defenders at that point, not three. Yeah, b4 is a fork here. That actually wins a piece. These are like really the most forcing lines. And you win the queen, and then you win the knight. I'm thinking we just play g7. I'm thinking we play g7. G7. If rook d5, king takes rook d5. Where did I get rook d5? That's rook, maybe rook g2 at that point. Yeah. Okay, we can actually queen at this point and win. Yeah, let's just queen. And then bishop h7. Bishop h7 stops c2. Don't get tricked into, yeah. Bishop h7 stops the promotion of the pawn. If you would have rushed and taken the pawn, you would have actually been surprisingly losing at that point. That's a losing move. I know, it's kind of one of those things like, what? That's a losing move? Yeah. Surprisingly, it is. If you hadn't played a bishop h7. So it tells you, even in an over-the-board game or on an online game, take your time when you're looking at the position Ask yourself why your opponent allotted you to actually do that. Don't get tricked into moving too fast. I'm thinking rook takes e6. I'm not sure. I'm thinking rook takes e6 check, but that's just me. And then if f takes e6, then you have or bishop takes g6 mate. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's a Blackburn's mate or a I forgot what there's another type of mating with the two bishops. It's a pattern that you have. Let's see here. Queen D. Oh yeah, I was thinking about that. Knight h6 check, because that's the most forcing move. G takes h6, and then knight, and then queen d4 actually threatens mate. That actually threatens mate. So this it also attacks the bishop, which, and then queen d4, which threatens mate. We're doing really well here. Okay, dokie. I'm thinking this is a Greek gift. This is the Greek gift. Bishop takes h7 check. Yeah, bishop takes h7. King takes h7. Queen h5 check. King g8, and then knight g5. And that should be winning on the spot. Yeah, this threatens. See, what you have to look for is the most forcing moves. There's two different checks. There's one check on rook takes c3 and knight takes a2. Knight takes a2 doesn't work. It looks good, but the queen can actually take it. Rook takes c3 forces the king or the bishop to go in front. If the bishop goes to c2, the rook would take on c2 and basically win the queen. So the king would actually have to go to either b2 or b1, and then they're walking right on right into our plan. Yeah, so now we can actually take there and pick up a queen. And we just grab it. I'm thinking 97 here, check. 97 check is an interesting move. Because 97, if king f8, then g7 check is strong. then you queen. Ah, got it. Got it. Knight takes a1. Knight takes a1. Queen takes a3, and then knight c2, check, fork. But I don't think that's right. No. Well, but I don't understand why didn't the queen take the knight though? Why didn't the queen take the knight when we played queen takes? Knight takes a1. When the queen went to c3, then we played knight takes a1, queen takes a1. Maybe I don't understand why they didn't take that. Yeah, I didn't understand why after knight takes a1 that queen didn't take a1. It's queen a5 at that point. Interesting, because I always sometimes wonder. I'm hoping that they're doing the most accurate moves with when they're doing that. Okay, this is a straightforward win of material. Queen d1 check, rook f1, queen d4, queen takes d4 check, rook f2, and then queen takes c3, but I'm not sure if that's right. Oh, bishop takes. Bishop takes, okay. Oh yeah. I think it's queen d1 check. Queen d1 check, rook f1, bishop takes d4 check. If rook e3, bishop takes e3 check, king h1, queen takes f1 mate. I believe that's the right move. Oh, I got it. I got this one. Rook takes h5. Bishop takes h5. Queen h3 check. Rook h2. And then queen f1 is mate. Yeah, I've been working on my puzzles, getting better, trying to honor the Lord more with Lord Jesus more with puzzles, because that's an area I need to work on. We're getting close to 50. We almost got 50 last night. I missed it by one wrong take. It was a pawn take. I took with the rook rather than the pawn, and the pawn takes would have led to a win of a queen. But I learned from that one, so that next time when I see a similar puzzle, I'll know how to handle that. So you got to always keep learning. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see, rook takes. No, that wouldn't work. We don't want to do that. Rook takes, then rook takes. No. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. Okay. Yeah. Thinking queen takes a2. Check. Queen takes a2. Rook takes a2. King takes a2. And then thinking d2 maybe. I'm thinking something like that. I was looking at a type of sacrifice there. Nah. Let's see, is there anything better? Oh, I see now. Queen takes a2. Check, of course. Queen takes a2, c2, check. Queen takes c2, and then rook a1 mates. That should be winning there. I forgot that you have to lure the queen on to c2 and then use your dark square bishop to mate. There we go. Oh, nice. They allowed us to pick up material there. Let's see. See, knight c7, king takes e7. Ah, a tricky rook e1. This one's a little tricky. You have to play knight c7 check. King takes e7. Don't take the rook. Play rook e1 check, and then you win the whole house. You have to check with the rook first. You play knight c7. Yeah. Rook e1. And then now, don't get tempted to take the rook with the rook. Knight takes e8, and then you're up a whole rook. Bam. Remember to always ask yourself, what's the best move in that line? One sec, I'll be right back. I'll let Team Chess Cruncher look at this puzzle and go over. I'll be right back. Alright, let's do it to it. And we'll go on through it. I got it. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Queen E3, but I'm trying to figure that one out. Let's see if. Yeah. I think it's is it Rook F5? But I think that is that too slow. I wonder if a Rook F5. I think, well, yeah, I guess that would work because then you could take on H5. Yeah, Rook takes H5. Queen takes, yeah. Wow, that was kind of fast there. Thinking it's Queen takes G7 check, King takes G7, Knight F5 check. I'm thinking it's that. Is it Queen takes G7 check, King takes G7, then Knight D5 check? That wins a piece. Okay. I was looking at both of those lines, just wanted to make sure I had the right sequence, move sequence. Let's see how we're doing on time. I think we can get to 50 or above. Yeah, we might be able to get to 50 or above today. We'll see how we do. I believe it might be, this could be a rook sack. Rook takes f6, g takes f6, g takes f6, rook e7, and I think that's, oops, rook e7. Rook e7. There we go. I had a bracket somehow around there. I think that's right. Let me see here. There and there. That should be winning. Yep. Rook takes. Or do I want to push the pawn? I'm thinking we just, do we push? No. Well, do we do d7? I'm thinking it's either I'm looking at d7 or takes f7 check. This is a tricky one here. I think we always have rook takes f7 in our back pocket. I'm thinking it's d7. I'm going to go d7. I think that's more accurate of a move, but oh boy, let me see here. Yeah. So d7, yeah. Yeah. I like d7 because we get a queen. And then if the rook comes to attack our queen, we can always play rook takes and then queen with check at that point. Do do do. I'm thinking it's queen b8 check. If rook at d8, bishop b what? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, bishop b5 check, king e7. And then d6 check. No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work because the knight would take then. That doesn't work. No. I'll be right back. Gotta think about this for a second. Okie dokie. Let's see what we got here. So queen. So queen b8 check. King d8. Or sorry, rook d8. Excuse me. I'm not sure what to do after that. That's. Oh, we can actually win the pawn. Ah, silly me. That's easy. That's easy. Queen b8, check. Rook d8, and then queen. Oops. Queen takes e5, check. Silly, yeah, that was silly of me. I should have seen that. That's funny. I'm thinking this is e takes d4. King takes d4. Bishop takes b2 check. I'm thinking about that kind of has to be the continuation there, and then we're up a minor piece in that line. Yep, let's do it. Let's see then. Bishop takes b2. King takes b2. Oops. Bishop takes b2. What did I do here? Takes b2. King takes b2. And then king e5. I'm thinking that's the right move. Yeah, here, here, here. If back there, then you take there. And then we win. Yep. Then you take the pawn. I'm thinking it's king e3. Taking king e3 at this point. But I'm not sure, because then you have king d1, so that's kind of tricky. I was trying to get a passed pawn going, but then I realized king d1 is the best continuation. So now I'm changing my perspective to king f4. Thinking king f4 now wins everything. That's a winning move. Yeah. You have to always look at moves, and then you have to decide what's the best continuation. Ah. I'm thinking queen c6 check at this point, but I don't think that's right. No, that's not right. That's wrong. Oh, I guess it's. Let me see. That's true. You gotta ask the question, why should it be wrong? Let's see. You gotta try it out. Queen c6, check. Bishop e4. Queen takes e4. Check. Or maybe rook takes. Rook takes e4. Maybe. Let's see here. Bishop. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Gotta remember not to dismiss the move so quickly. I'm thinking d takes c3, check. Bishop e2. E3, sorry, bishop e3. um, have to think about that for a second. Yeah, let's just go with what we know. Okay. Okay, let's play rook takes b2, knight takes b2, c takes b2, and then bishop takes after queen takes b2, bishop takes e3 check, but I'm not sure if that's right. That makes sense. Okay, I think I got it here. C takes b2, knight takes b2, and then bishop takes e3. That picks up check. That picks up a pawn. I mean a bishop. Yeah. Let's do it to it. Oh, I think we got this. Bishop b6 check. If king b8, then queen e5 check. Let's do it to it. That one's straightforward. And then, oh, whoa, hello, what? How? Wow. That should not have done that. I was dragging it over, and oh wow, that was a glitch. Oh man, that was not good. The line is bishop b6, king e. Yeah, yeah. Yikes! I know I don't like mouse slips, but ouch. Okay, bishop b3, b6. This was actually the line. We had it right, and then after the queen intercepts, we take and it's checkmate. Those mouse slips irritate me because I actually had that one worked out in like 3 seconds, and that would have been an easy 44 or a straightforward 44. It's not easy because you had to have calculated all that out, so I don't want to minimize it. Uh, uh, yeah. It rotates h4. That's what I was actually looking at. And if knight e5, then that makes sense. Oh, I got it. C2, C2, king D2, and then knight D3, and that wins. That should win at least. I'm taking there. Yeah, that has to win. That has to be the winning idea. Yeah, that's got to be the winning idea. Then knight here, and that allows for queening. Yeah, that's got to be it. Then after it takes. If rook takes, king takes, knight takes, pawn, and king takes pawn. And then we just retreat our knight back and we should be good. Yeah, I think that has to be the move. Ah, knight b4. And you grab the knight. Okay, there we go. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, we'll see if we can get to 50 tonight. Man, this is rough. This is pretty rough. We usually sell through these a little quicker. It's just been a tougher one of those nights. But we'll get to 50. Let's see. Okie dokie. Huh. That's what I was actually looking at. Oops. No, it's okay. Hey. Knight takes. There we go. And remember, we're all about learning. I think that's right. Yeah. Wait. I think it's knight f1 check, king g1, and then knight g3. Yeah. Excuse me. Ugh. Excuse me there. Queen takes. Okay. Gotcha. I should have seen that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That because if king takes, that allows queen. Yeah, that gives life to the position at that point. We don't want to give him any counterplay. Not one piece of counterplay. Let me see here. Okay, dokie. Let me see. We've gotta somehow get this queen. We gotta get this queen. So close to winning the queen. We just gotta somehow. What can we do? What can we do here? Let me see. I got it. Got it. Queen takes d5. Queen takes d5. Knight takes d5. Knight f3. If king d1, then rook takes d4 is mate. So if we Instead of rook d4, if he play, I mean, instead of king d1, if king f1, like the same thing happens. Let me see. Oh, C takes, oh. C takes D, yeah. I didn't even, for some reason I didn't see that, yeah. Let's do that. Knight f3, yeah. Knight takes g1. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get 3 more for tonight, then I gotta call it. This was fun. I enjoyed doing tactical puzzles with the team Chess Cruncher. Uh, I'm thinking king d2. But I might be wrong. Yeah, let's give that a go. Yeah, we gotta trade off the queens and then get to on one endgame for our position. I think we just win. Yeah, I think you just win the queen. Is rook, bishop takes a3. Oh, yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would work. Boy. Yeah, let's give that a go. I think that's right, because that allows for the push. Yeah, then king f7. King f7 at that point, I'm thinking. And rook a7, king h6. Yeah. Knight takes. One more, and then we're good. Then we're good to go. All right. I think I remember this one here. So I'm trying to see if there's a discovery here. We don't have time to mess around. It's potentially mate 1. Yeah, rook a1, rook a1, rook. Oh, it's one of those. Okay. Alright, I think we got it. Is it rook a8, a check, king takes a8, rook a1 check, king b8, rook a8 check, king takes b8, queen a1 check, something like that. I think it's is it knight c6 check? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, it's a yeah, I see why this works now. Yeah. Then knight c6. Yep. And then knight b6. Nope. Yep. Knight b6. Knight b6 is mate. Okay, we'll call it on this one here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, we will end it here. Right here. Perfect. Okay. Alrighty. Do you have any questions? Let's see. Let's go over our ones that we got wrong here. Right there. Yep. It happened again. Let's try that again. What in the world? There's a glitch on that. Wow, that's pretty laggy. Let's give that. Let's see. Good. There we go. We'll try it one more time. One more time. I'm happy. There we go. Good. Yay. We got it. Okay. Okay, this one, we'll do this one. And that's knight takes. Oops, not knight takes. Is it bishop take? Oh, bishop takes e5. Ah, should have seen that. And then takes there. It's knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. And then queen takes, and then you win the knight. You've actually won 2 pawns, and you're potentially going to win another piece or a rook. So let's try that one more time. There we go. And then we'll try this puzzle. Well, maybe not. Let's just see what the thing is. Okay, bishop takes. And then I think go. And queen takes. Okay, I think the idea why bishop takes and queen takes is because it stops these 2 points here. That's why they have to give up the queen to get their rook here. So, I mean the bishop. No, it's not. Hey, did we learn something? Did we learn something that today? Yeah. So, you know what? We didn't understand it. Now we do, and that's what matters. Okay. Perfect. We will end it here. Actually, let's try this one more time. I know. I just like doing puzzles. You know what? It's just fun to go over them. Okay. I wanted to say well, actually, we gotta do our thing first. Always, we gotta remember that what Bruce Lee said: to take what you know, be able to apply it, be willing to do something with it. Remember, plateaus are part of life, and you know what? We have to be okay for a while when we're in the plateau. Never be satisfied, but always be pushing forward to getting better as a chess player. Remember to treasure your victories, learn from your losses. Remember that mistakes do not define you. It's how you handle the mistake that defines you. And remember when you make a mistake, how do you handle it? You have to always keep in mind that, you know what, you're learning something new. And that's why sometimes I say when I see I'm like, why didn't I see those things? I say silly because, you know what, it is a silly mistake, but you know what, I learned from it. And I'm able to then apply it next time to a game at hand or a puzzle or whatever that comes up. And that's the cool thing about learning. So never feel like because you miss one that you aren't a good chess player. So, and as we always talk about that, you know what, it's important to with the Chess Cruncher motto of hanging up your coats and hanging up your hats and sitting down and studying when most won't. Team Chess Cruncher does, and that makes all the difference. Remember that choices over the chessboard and choices on tactics and everything is as important as the choice to receive the Lord Jesus, Lord and Savior, because we all have to one day decide what are we going to do with the Lord Jesus. And I will leave you with that. As Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, evening. Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing forward. So 2 thumbs up, hoorah, be blessed. Remember what Hannibal Smith said: always, always, even inside of a random position, there's always a plan. And when we get to see it, we get to see it when the plan comes together. Have a great Thanksgiving. Be blessed. Always remember to look up and thank the Lord for the blessings that we do have. And I will see you tomorrow. And you know what? Have a lot of pie and turkey and enjoy the family, okay? Be blessed, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Be blessed.